important to explore the history and importance of the Stonewall Hotel. Stonewall means an enormous amount to the community, whether you've partied here, worked here, or performed here. We wanted to shine a light on its illustrious history. Join us now for a walk down memory lane.
We're heading up to level 3. This is actually where we film live at Stonewall. It is dark right now. I am Minnie Cooper. I'm a 47-year-old man that dresses up in women's clothes and tries to entertain people. The best part about being a drag queen is that you can speak the truth and people allow it. I was 19, started in musical theatre, did shows like Hot Shoe Shuffle with the wonderful Rhonda Birchmill, who was a guest on our show, did shows like Chicago. I even danced behind Kylie Minogue at the Olympics. If you check out that video, you'll see me in a pink suit. I got a close-up. Doing drag can be considered shameful, but I stuck at it because I just loved it. Fundamentally, it's something I have to do. It's like food for me. Just before we were told to be in self-isolation, Stonewall was about to launch the Hello Darling Theatre. So it really hasn't had a launch, but this is where we film live at Stonewall. There's all this taping on the floor that makes us social distance, and we all have to stay within our perimeters. Our social distancing stick. Make sure everyone stays away. Ever since I came out, I've always been a part of the scene, whether it had been helping on a Mardi Gras float. Whenever I was asked to do something, I would always say yes. Community, I think, is where people get to belong. For a lot of gay people, especially when I grew up, you never met a gay person. So you would come into this world, there were people that were like you and thought like you, and it doesn't make you feel alone. Oh, there's my star, do you love that? Didn't kiss the floor though. This is where I normally am. And at the moment I don't get to perform on this stage because, look, there's chairs on it. It's a place of magic and joy. Hopefully we'll get back there one day. I have been working at Stonewall since 2004, and what I love about Stonewall the most is that they're always a big supporter of everyone, no matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, non-binary, it's about everybody having a safe place to be who they want to be. That's why I love Stonewall, because they've always been a big supporter.
I actually worked here before it became Stonewall in this building when it was called The Loft, and then it closed down for a couple of years and Stonewall was reopening. Stonewall takes its name from the riot of 1969, which happened at the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village. And that was such an important part of our history, the part of gay liberation as we know it. And that history is part of our community and needed to be told, that story. That to open Stonewall here and bring it to our community has been amazing, you know, to remember that history. And one of our taglines here at Stonewall Hotel is, the history is remembered, but the future is here. Stonewall does a lot for the community. We have since we opened the doors. We do a lot of fundraisers, you know, for people like ACON, the AIDS Trust, 2010. We've also done things like Hose for Hope, something we did for the fires. We did a big fundraiser and had people perform, and things that the community really cared about. You know, we don't just care about things that are gay, lesbian, trans. We care about other things that affect us, like the fires. We did a fundraiser for the farmers called Gay for Hay, and you know, and that was loads of fun, but we worked hard and they needed it. And we raised $10,000 here at Stonewall in 1 week. That's part of our community too, and we need to give back to those people. You know, any time that someone's in need or there's a community that needs help, I feel like here at Stonewall we try to think about that and see what we can do. To me, Live from Stonewall is a great way for us to connect with our staff, with our customers, with the people that have enjoyed this place for 22 years. We can still stay connected, still entertain people, which is such a big part of what Stonewall does. It's not just about selling alcohol, it's about entertaining, it's about being fun. And it's also about, you know, caring about our community.
One of the big parts I've loved about this is industry professionals getting together to create something for community, which they probably couldn't normally do because they're off working doing other things. And there are photos online, you can see the setup and the crew. And at the moment, no one is getting paid, but things cost money. And if people don't support this through donation, it is not going to last. I know a lot of people out there have lost their jobs and might not have any spare cash. But those people that still have their jobs and are able to donate, we have a GoFundMe. If you can possibly donate, we'd appreciate it so we can keep this going for everyone. Normally when I'm walking down these stairs, I am bumping into people and they're not getting out of my way, so it is really strange to be able to walk down these stairs with no one here. I feel like I'm not really at Stonewall. I feel like I'm in a haunted house. It's important to me to make sure that we know that we haven't lost everything, because I feel like at the moment I've lost everything. And if I feel like that, there's a lot of people that feel like that. I've put on a smile, put on a dress, and done this to make sure that people still feel like they have something. And that's what I thought.
I think, Minnie, you know, it's something that we're doing every Saturday night and we're loving it, but it's for a lot of reasons, isn't it? It's not just to get up and sing and dance. It means a lot to us and to everyone that's here.
I know, it's funny. I think you could look at it and think that Stonewall here is making all this money because we have all these celebrities coming on. But it's fundamentally, no one's making anything at the moment. And I just think it looks odd, what it looks like on the outside. But to me, the most important part of this is that Stonewall has come together to keep the community together and present lots of different people, not just from our Stonewall home, but across the world. And people from the Stonewall home will have a part of this. It's just going to take time. It'll be over time. And it's not all happening in one hit, but it will happen.
Yeah.
And I'm just a big thank you to the Stonewall managers for making this happen, and to Glenn especially for allowing it to happen.
Yeah. And, you know, we love doing this show and we love entertaining you guys, but, you know, we are doing this to keep you entertained, to give you something to look forward to get involved, especially in our industry, which has been struck, you know, terribly. You know, if you work in media and the arts, a lot of people aren't getting any government funding, people from other countries. So we're doing a lot. And even though there's hardly anyone here, you know, because we're not allowed to, we are working hard to have a Saturday night show that you can enjoy, and just to keep us, you know, entertaining you guys and keeping busy. And I think it's fun, but we need your help. So obviously, if you can help us and support us, that would be great. And we want to hear from you with your feedback, and that's why on Facebook you can comment. And, you know, it's a community that we care about. The LGBTIQ plus community is one thing that we're talking about, but everyone is affected globally, and we're aware of that, aren't we, Minnie?
Oh, 100%, 100%. And thank you all for tuning in.
Yes, we are.
And I hope you donate.
Please, if you can. Okay, Stonewall supports Minnie.